Hey guys, it is Brooke with the Junk Parlor, and I just got back from a pick, so I'm going to sit down really quick and show you what I got. So this is one of my favorite parts of the job, is going on the hunt for things. Always extra fun when you can find some good deals, and I love to do show and tell. So if you are enjoying my channel, make sure that you go down and click like and subscribe so you don't miss out on anything. So let's go ahead and get started. I will probably have to look in a few things because even though literally I just did this morning, I cannot remember where I hid little treasures. So first up we have this little like turquoise colored toolbox, and I just literally sold one of these last night. This one would look great with it, and I love that somebody put a red stripe on it. It's awesome. And I can't remember if it's a toolbox or probably a tackle box, but these are great too for those crafters. You make jewelry, you can put things in all of those little nooks and crannies. Little compartments, I should say. We've got a nice dovetailed box here. There's absolutely no advertising on this inside or out, but I did fill it with some goodies. So we've got a butter paddle. I picked up a ton of ladles. This is the only, not ladles, pie servers. This is the only round one that I had, so I guess this one is technically a ladle. I found this cute little coat hook, so I grabbed it. And then what the heck is this thing? It doesn't look broken. It is literally, I don't know, just to get you started on digging a pie out. I'm not really sure. So I'm interested to see what this is. And this is like some kind of gyro thing, if I remember right. I grabbed another lid, and then these are some kind of aluminum form. There's two of them, and they don't match. They're different images, but I do think that they stack or nest together somehow. This one is super farm fresh and needs some definite loving. Then I stole some game pieces, so this is a go for it. But they have sports, advertising. There was a doctor one. These would be great just to stick in a flower frog or add as a gift tag to somebody's gift. These little things, I've had lots of them before. This is the only one that I found, and I'm hoping it cleans up fine, but it has something to do with film, but then you can just use it like a normal picture frame as well too. And then a little, I think these are called stove dampers. Don't hold me to that, but it says diamond. It's a 6-inch and Dubuque, Iowa. So these are neat just to hang in the wall, or I could even just see stabbing it in a plant and having it as an embellishment in your plant as well. Okay, then I got lots of toolboxes today. This one, again, it's past 4th of July, but I love red, white, and blue decorating, and you can do red, white, and blue for Veterans Day, memory of 9/11, so tons of options. Oh, and I stuck a little garden trowel in there. The inside of this one does have a tote, and then what did it call these things? It was some kind of brush, rotary disc. I can't even remember, but I just loved all of these little bristle things. I was thinking, you know, you could make a little tree. I have a girl that loves brushes, so she might just like these to set out. You could also put them probably on the top of a candlestick holder, and it would hold a cue ball, pool ball. Could be a cue ball. But also a croquet ball or anything like that as well. So good for storage and good just to have out for decor and just stack it. Then we have a wooden nail keg that has a lid there. Since I've been getting all of the miniature percolators, this was just laying somewhere, lost from its teapot, and I grabbed it because I think that I'm going to set up that display even if no one else likes it. Sometimes when you squeeze things in together, you can't get them apart. This has a nice mouse nest in it. I started shaking out. I love that it looks like it's the shape of an apple. I love just how natural it is. And somebody already has a wire on it, so it's ready to hang up, just needs cleaned up a bit. Then I have a few fireworks. Here are some snakes. And so I like to put, multiples of things in jars. And then this got dirty, but there's a couple little doll outfits I just couldn't resist. I thought they would look cute together. You could frame them, put them on like a little clothesline. Again, do something for a red, white, and blue theme. And then I got a yellow hot pad the other day. Again, I'm big on multiples, so I think that having another yellow one, you can tuck these into a pitcher, into a crock, into a basket, literally anything for a punch of color, plus just to hang them on your little peg racks. Those are always nice. I got some dice, some Monopoly, game pieces, what are they called? Word cubes maybe, and our Quaker Oat container. I have some other oat ones that are older than that one, and I just like them, and I like groupings of multiples. This feels like a towel, so it's like terry cloth, but it's actually a tablecloth, and it's not stained or has holes or anything, so I grabbed that. And then I got this just little, can't even think what you call it. It's Thanksgiving time cornucopia. It's a Hager, and then it has been marked from a church in Macon, Missouri. So I just thought that was kind of fun. But you can do this, put it by your sink, put a Dawn soap in there, your little scrubby brush, a washcloth rolled up, and there you have a little cute way to display the necessities at your sink. This is a flower frog. I love the color on it. It's marked on the back, so I don't know if this is new or old, but it didn't matter. I love the color, and if nothing else, I can peel out that metal flower frog and use that for something. But you know me and blues and greens, I just love the color. And then I did grab, because this is actually Centerville, which is where I am, Talbot lumber. Nail aprons work well. Even if you're setting up at a show or a flea market, you can use that as your money bag, and that keeps the money there on you instead of at a checkout counter. I got some more Keller's feed sacks, so this is going to need to go in the wash. I have lost advertising ink in the wash before, so I will probably put it on the hand wash cycle, put it inside out, and hopefully the ink doesn't bleed off of that. This winter set feed sack, I really liked it. Good coloring, good graphics, and here is that painted nail keg. And then the lid just has an old kitchen cabinet handle on it, but it is super cute. You could use it as a trash can, a laundry basket. I grabbed a couple of dustpans because I have a friend on the hunt for them. She's been doing some crafts with them, which is a bonus. So then we have this big cheese box. So this one is Swift's. The advertising's pretty gone on it, but it's in good shape. Anything for storage is always good. And speaking of storage, we got a couple of baskets. So we got this bike basket. It's a little bent, but you can, and it doesn't have all the attachments, but you can just wire this onto a bike, a tricycle, a ladder, and fill it with whatever you want. And then this little guy is a little bit smaller, and again, super cute. This one probably would fit on the back of a toilet, and then you could add some toilet paper to it. I got just one of these Bromwell's graters. I normally like to get the ones that are freestanding. This looks like a little kid had it as a coloring box. But again, I really liked it, and looks like there's some writing on the bottom. And then always on the hunt for funnels, great for those funnel trees. I got a couple of butter molds. The larger one does have a crack in it that someone has repaired at some point. We've got kind of a floral pattern on that one, and then a goose pattern or swan on the smaller one. I did grab a couple of buckets. This first one, if I can get it out, this is actually aluminum. So a little aluminum bucket. I don't think I've ever seen one. And then an enamel bucket. I bet this one cleans up really nice, and actually I don't think there are any holes in it, which is fine because most people are gonna put plants in it anyway, so they want a little bit of drainage. It's not. Then we got Martin Plumbing yardstick. And I was on the hunt for a couple of these because, and I didn't really care how old they were, because I'm going to use them to front some shelves that I'm putting on the wall. So you have your board and then you put a ruler to the front of it, and it just kind of finishes it off, gives it a different look. And so that's always nice. Here is a Sears one. Again, I was looking for myself for some DIY stuff, not caring so much about the age and the message. I did get some broom beaters, rug beaters. And I tried to pick some that were kind of unique shaped. But these look great on the wall. This one, I thought, this one was my first pick. But they look great hanging on the wall. And I know they kind of go in and out of popularity. And then, aren't these the cutest? So we live on Lake Rathbun and go boating, and these would be super cute in somebody's cabin. They're child-sized little vintage life vests. And then this awesome toolbox is really big. It does have a little tray on the inside, which is another great color. It does need to be set out, aired out, because it is stinky. Somebody has added a little wire here. You've got turquoise and green, and then it's super rusty. Let me see if I can even show you. Super rusty on the inside and wet, but it will clean up fine. I'm telling you, one of the best purchases that I made that I should have made earlier was a power washer. And this is actually either one. It's so big, I think it's a laundry grabber, but they also have these that are match stick holders so that you can light a match without burning yourself. Then we have an Anderson Erickson milk box. And that actually is something that in my husband's hometown, Jefferson City, Central Dairy still delivers milk to his mom's house. We got a chicken feeder. I thought that would go well with one of the million ball jars that I have, because none of the ball jars I have are anything too special. So I got some socket, I guess you'd call them socket boxes. Let's see if I can get that to shut. Blue, again, thinking red, white, and blue, because I also got a red one. So I thought these would look good stacked together, and then you can store stuff in them, obviously, as well. Somehow I found some Bunsen burner holders, and I don't really have any stands, but I do have some like metal T-shaped stands that are, for jewelry, I think is what they're really for, but you could easily clamp this on it. and then set a pot, do a little succulent or flower. So I'm excited about that. I have never seen a pitchfork like this. I'm guessing somebody bent it, but I really like it. You could hang this on the wall and put a rolling pin on it or hang your towels on it. But it kind of gives me ideas for some of the pitchforks that I have. Here's another Bunsen burner holder. We have a little garden shovel. This one is newer, but I still like the way it looks, so I grabbed it. I got a nice shaped brush. We've got, I don't even see where the other ones are. Oh, I have one more box over there, that's why. Some of these pie servers, because I told you I got multiples of those. I got this lamp piece from a mystery junk box girl. She does things with dolls, and I think this looks perfect for like a hoop skirt for one of her doll creations. This is another thing that I thought would make a great like hoop skirt for her creations. It'd also be a great base just for literally anything. You could stick a dowel rod in it. I think this is like a box cutter, but I just loved the red handle. And another garden tool. I got this grease tin, even though there's no lid. And then I found this random lid, which I have some random lids, so I think I'm just gonna add it to my collection. I got a couple of different memory games, and I liked those because they have animals on them. I got some more dice and Monopoly pieces. There's a wood spool in there. We have a blue enamel lid. Then we've got a old doorstop. Another little socket, probably a toolbox here. Green would look great for Christmas. This clamp, I liked the shape of it, so we could use that. I think this is maybe a skate key, and people are always looking for keys. And then I got another bit, and then I have a girl looking for some bread pans, and I only found one, but one is better than none. Okay, I mentioned finding some memory games. So again, these just have animals on them and art stuff, so I just thought that they would be fun to stick in flower frogs and to work into displays. I got quite a few lids. I turned these into pumpkins. These are a small size, so I really liked those because they were small, but you can also turn them into, I've done, some of these are painted white. I've done snowmen. Basically, you just take your pumpkins and you stack them. That's why you wouldn't want to paint them, but if you wanted to use them for seasonal. But those canning lids, jar lids are just nice to have on hand for different projects. I got a clip. I always like clips. Another funnel. I've got a girl who buys all my oil cans, so I got that one. Let's see, this one is an eagle. Another brush. And then I got this just for myself. I like to add, do paint projects or even add a stripper on with those. The stripper eats those, but then I can just throw it away and I don't have to worry about it. I have a girl collecting some black handled scissors, so I grabbed a few of those when I saw them. And then this little vent cover, it is kind of bent over here. I think I can straighten it out a bit, but I just liked the way it looked, and I think it would look great just setting up on a shelf. And with my job, I have just learned to trust my instincts. Like if I like something, someone else is gonna like it. This is some kind of brass tray. So you could leave it like this and use it like a bowl. You could flip it over and use it as a riser, put a cloche on it, and then you could also use it to make some kind of tiered stand. And that's the reason I got this wood piece too. As a cloche base, I would say it was probably a stool seat or a little table seat. but it would make a great base. It also, those types of things are good if you want to stack your Crocs, because that is probably what, a good size lid for a 3. We got that newer, definitely newer garden tool. Okay, here are some of those other ladles that I got. So, or not ladles, pie servers. So I got 4 of them, but I think they would look really good displayed together. This little net, I'm not even sure what it's for, but I thought it would look cute again in a cabin with some fishing stuff. And I don't think this is an ice pick. I think it is a leather punch or some kind of tool for leather, but the handle has a great shape. We've got this little gauge. We've got another thing that I think is probably for leather. Again, liking the handle on it, some big green rubber band. We have a little half circle grater, always great to hang on the pegboards. This is Sweet Dreams double strength mosquito chaser. So I thought it was a beverage bottle, but again, it would be great to set out for your red, white, and blue displays. So I got it for the color. Another blue socket piece and a red one. So again, thinking red and blue you can put out for patriotic decor, but you can do red and then mix it in with green and have your red things be risers and stuff for Christmas. And red would work good for Valentine's Day. I got another hay hook and another rake. And then this needs some love. But I think it will repair fairly easily. I liked the that it was just a different cigar box than I've normally seen. And it's wood. This is going to be something that I share on my What Is It Wednesday. So it's kind of like a spring here. We've got a top, and then you've got these 3 pieces. So I could see it kind of being hung. And then you could hang pots or something, although that might be too heavy. You could use this and just set it over something and put it like a cloche, just to accentuate. When I first saw it, I thought it was just 2, and it was like, you know, to put your rolling pin. So this is going to be something that goes on my Facebook What Is It Wednesday post, and see if anybody knows what it is. Here is another butter paddle. That one's a little bit smaller. And then these drawers are metal on the sides and wood in the front, but someone obviously used them for parts because they have attached little parts. This bottom one actually doesn't have a handle, but they are just a like perfect size. I mean, maybe 10, 12 inches. So cleaned up, again, that one's disgusting, so farm fresh, but cleaned up, they'll be super cute. And then this Pepsi Cola crate, I just really liked it. It's a good size. It's in good condition. You can always flip them over and use them as a side table if you want. So many options on a crate. So, thanks again for watching my show and tell. Make sure you follow me on Facebook as well. I do sales on Facebook every Sunday at 7 p.m. and Tuesdays at noon. You can also shop my website, thejunkparlor.com. But for all of the latest information on YouTube, make sure you click like and subscribe.